Salutations, this is Gremdevel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are Gremdevel, the champion of Chaos, Mountain Dwarf Monk of Makhleb. Champion of Chaos is pretty great, because that means our invocation skill is our highest skill, and I believe the way that works is if your invocation skill is your highest skill, it will give you an epithet specific to the god that you're worshipping, and that epithet changes the more your invocations gets higher, I think. And Makhleb is, I guess, the god of chaos. So, well, no, that's not true. Zom is the god of chaos. I guess Makhleb is just chaotic. Excuse me. So I need to start by apologizing because I am sick. I want to record while I'm sick just to get the episodes out. I'm looking forward to playing. I've been looking forward to playing, but people that follow the channel, have been following the channel for a long time, know that I get sick with some frequency, and when I do, I always tend to get a cough, and that cough becomes a residual cough, and it's just something that my body does. So I apologize for coughing. We're in Swamp 2. We are flying. We have the Ring of Flight equipped. We still have our Ring of Plog equipped and the Amulet of the Acrobat. I gotta remember, I'm gonna really try to use more Infernal Legion, which we should have used a lot more of last episode. We're probably almost done with Swamp 2, but let's... Ooh. Oh, hi, Louise. Didn't expect to just run right into Louise. I don't think auto-exploring did anything really bad here. This is the first tile that we would have seen her. She gestures at us while chanting. She immediately casts lightning at us. And yeah, Louise can banish. 80% chance is still a higher chance than I would like. So I'm going to start by putting on a Ring of Willpower. And I do still want... oh, wait. We won't be able to fly. Let's see if I think I can back up first. And how much... yeah, there's a lot of water here. Let me back up to get off the water. Yeah, and that also got out of her line of sight, so we couldn't get banished that turn. Now put on the Ring of Willpower instead of Flight. Okay. And I think... I don't want to mess with Louise. I mean, even though her banishment chance is 0... I mean, do we need to worry that much if banishment is 0? How hard can she hit? I mean, Stone Arrow is no fun, but we have... I think armor class helps mitigate that damage. When we have... actually, yeah, we have our Elec. So maybe this isn't too terrible. You've got a tower shield that we want. Trident of Flaming, we have our F. Maybe I don't need to worry too much. Why don't we start by doing... well, I was going to say Destruction on her, but she also has our C. Although not our Elec, which is of note. But she does have high shield, too. Is there something that makes sense to use on you? We could get some distance with the Scroll of Poison. Maybe. Although I don't know if distance is what we want, because she can Lightning Bolt. And her attack, she can do 27 plus Flame. I could just attack her straight on. Let's back up a little bit. I don't think electricity can bounce off trees. I could just Legion. I don't think she's really that tough, is the thing. Oh, she blinked. Okay. I've got a lot of wands, too. Why don't we try some of these? Because, what's her willpower? Where is her will? Oh, well, yeah, 2 pips. It's decently high, but... like, let's try Mind Burst. That's 51% chance. Yeah, that's not bad. She's too far away for paralysis, but I could confuse her. Well, we're not close enough. Light. Or blind her with light. I was corrected here before. It's not. She doesn't get confused. She gets blinded. I would love her to get a little closer before I did that. Oh. Alright. Now get... There we go. Come a little closer. Okay. We're just beating her to death or the evening star. It was no problem. I probably didn't need to use the charge. We do want the tower shield. Our kite shield right now doesn't give us any boost, but I think the tower shield is gonna... I mean, let's see. Do we have a slot? We don't have a slot. Let's drop... We still don't have any other sea invis, do we? The Scroll of Revelation. So I'm a little loath to drop the Orb of Light. But what else could I drop? Well, where do we have? We have our poison from this ring, right? I think we can drop this amulet. All right, let's take the tower shield. Okay. Let's also put our Ring of Light back on. And I am going to at least explore the rest of down here. Okay. Just making sure. Let's put on... So, even right now, our... so sorry. Attack delay it's 0.7, which is as slow as it goes, but it still says it's slowed a little bit by our shield. And can I just look at the tower shield? Will it tell us? Encumbrance rating 15. Max blocks per turn 4. Compared with the kite shield. That's not the kite shield. Whoops. Which is 3 max blocks per turn. Encumbrance rating 10. Alright, let's see. If I wield the tower shield. Well, I didn't pay attention to the actual, my stats. We'll take a look at that soon. But it does change my attack delay to 0.8. Which is not great. Shields is one of our higher cost skills at this point. We have targets set. I think maybe once I reach those targets for spell casting, we might replace those with armor, shields, and fighting. Maybe? Kind of like an idea. They'll go up slowly. I might even focus shields. But I don't think we're quite ready for this. So a 29-20 are our AC, evasion, and shield. 29-20. Yeah, so it is a big shield boost for sure. And our evasion only drops by 1. It is really nice. And of course it gives us a pip of cold resistance, which we are kind of starting to lose our sources of cold resistance. So I'm going to keep it on me. And we're going to keep going. Hopefully it won't take too long for us to reach our targets and our spellcasting skills. Okay, that's Swamp 2. Let's go down to Swamp 3. This is okay. You're going to hook me over to you, probably. So I'll just preempt that. Let's try the other staircases. Hello. You come to me. I tried to bring you up, but you just want to drag me. And then the final staircase. An 8-headed Hydra and a Will-O-Wisp. I don't think we're going to kill the Hydra, but let's try to unleash destruction on it. I don't really want to bring you up with me. Although that was really powerful. Maybe this is fine. Great. Now go up. Okay, great. With that killed, maybe we can kill the Will-O-Wisp here. Awesome! More charges of warping. A bunch of charges. Another Scroll of Revelation. That's really nice. Okay. I don't really want to auto-explore. Swamp makes me a little nervous. I don't want to get too far away from the stairs. What do these things actually do? Splinter Spray and Wood Wheel. Splinter Spray fires bursts of wooden splinters. but reduced heavily by armor. So that shouldn't be too bad. And Wood Wheel draws on vitality of leaf and bark to heal. I see. But needs a tree adjacent. And you don't have a tree adjacent. Oh, now you do. You jumped to a tree. Okay. Hey, Spriggan Rider. Bye, Spriggan Rider. Yeah. Excellent. Great. Spellcasting is level 5. I'm going to go up, actually, and heal. Okay. I don't really want to be near this alarm. Yeah, let's actually stay away from the alarm trap. Yeah, maybe we should go down the other stair. Let's look over here first, though. Actually, yeah, and we can look up. Hey. Alright, that works out. We got positioned ourselves so the alligator could not drag us. More revelation. I'm not auto-exploring because I don't want to get really far away from the stairs. That's really all. Even though we are kind of far away from the stairs now. Okay. There's another alarm trap. Yeah, let's try to keep that out of our line of sight. There's an alligator. Okay. I think that's immolation, right? Yeah. Here's a magical short sword. Hey, Spriggan Druid. Step away from the tree. That's fine. Okay. And the Swamp Dragon, I don't think should be a problem either. It did, with its final breath, the Spriggan Druid offered its power to the beasts of the wild. I didn't know that was a thing it did. Even so, I don't... Let's just, like, run away, and maybe it'll calm down. I don't think it's being berserked affects its poison at all. Okay, and now it has calmed down. Okay, great. Get these what does the bunyips do? Yeah, warning cry. That's fine. They're like howling monkeys, I guess. Alright, I think I am going to start auto-exploring now. We've explored enough of this map. You're fine. Ghost Crab, also fine. Okay. Get out of the Spectral Mist. Alright, and that is Swamp 3. Time for Swamp 4. Okay. I don't want to be near the hook shot right by the stairs. Okay, let's go to a different stair. Alright, that's a better one. Let's also look down here. Oh, this is fine too. Okay. Yeah, come here, Swamp Dragon. Dead. 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 I'm a little worried about the hit points. This is fine. Okay. Now go up and heal. I don't know if I can bring the Phantasmal Warrior up. Can I? Ooh, there's the Death Drake, though. Leave. Okay, I can bring you up. Ooh. Come up. Hate Death Drakes. With their miasma breath. We are in the open. I think I don't like this enough that I might want to re-teleport. But we're going to get hit if we do that. Or I could just walk away. Oh, gosh, it's bad. We're slowed, right? We're slowed. Okay. I don't like either of these things. I think this thing is okay, unless it's miasma breathing us. The miasma breath is terrible, though. I want them both to go away. What if I wand of warp them? Can I? Is there somewhere I can get both of them? No, I could get one of them. Or I could get all of us. Like a polymorph. 58% chance into a Meliai or Moth of Wrath or Skybeast. Pretty decent chance, 58%. I could also Phantom Mirror. I could get my own 7-headed Hydra. I don't hate that. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, we killed the other Hydra. Well, that's fantastic. Let's see if I can't... I'm gonna attack the Death Drake. Great. Alright. Thank you, Phantom Mirror. It is inert. Let's see how fast it gets back online. This is okay. I'm just gonna attack it. And I'm gonna unleash destruction on you. Unleash destruction on you. Alright, go back up and heal. Oh, hey, Ghoul. You also, I'm just gonna unleash a little bit and then just attack. Okay. Lots of Hydras here. Is Swamp 4 the final floor? I thought there were 5 floors of Swamp, but maybe there are only 4. Alright, go up. We're in a really good... This staircase is in a really good position. I don't want to fight more than one thing at a time here. Okay. Yeah, bring you up too. Oh, I can't. You know what? Yeah, okay, I'll go down and come back up. No, let's go down a different staircase. Is it this one? Yeah. As long as I can get both of them in one blast, yeah. Alright, now go back up. Cool. Unleash Destruction is so good. And just keeps getting better as we raise our invocations, which is at 18 now. I could even, I mean, if I turned it off, I would definitely get Spellcasting, Necromancy, and Earth Magic up faster. Also, Bornir's Vile Clutch is at 41%. That is not bad. I would love to get it white instead of yellow. I don't love the... I mean, they're not that tough by themselves. Actually, this seems fine. All right, we are level 18. No longer drained. Oh, 7-headed Hydra zombie. Cool. They do have RC resistance. So yeah, Unleash Destruction's not doing a ton. Yeah, wait. Just come over here. Will you follow me up? No, they don't follow. I didn't want to fight both of them at the same time. Let's try this staircase one more time. Yeah, this is okay. Do the skeletons also have cold resist? They do. A lot of folks here have cold. Blast you. Too much. Let's try down here again. I think you're fine now by yourself. Okay. Yeah, and now you're fine by yourself too. Awesome. Fantastic. Awesome and fantastic. Hey, bunch of things. None of you are too scary. I don't know why I'm unleashing destruction, even though you're really not susceptible to it. But you're all fine. You, though, you are susceptible to it. And I think you are too. Not so much. I mean, if we get electricity, that will do it, but that's a long shot. Yeah, just come close. Okay. Alright, it seems to be affecting you, though, the Phantasmal Warrior. Spriggan. That's also fine. Alright, let's get away from the Druid. Whoops. Killing the Druid. Okay. Run back, because I don't like this. And now go to the staircase. Okay. Yeah, come up. Oh, hold on. If I go up the stairs, am I surrounded by more or less trees? Oh, none. Okay, great. Yeah, bring you up. Let's start by killing the ghoul. Because if we kill the druid, the ghoul might get enraged. Okay, what is here? Oh, Ring of Wizardry. You know what? Let's Legion. I'm just thinking, like, we should be Legioning more. Let's come up. We know they're, like, we keep finding enemies. Dang. And there's the 27-headed Hydra skeleton. I don't know if I've ever seen Hydra skeleton that's 27 heads. A zombie, yes. Is it? And I think that has a name. I think it's Lenny. Skeleton, though, no. So let's get it closer to us. We're still legioning. Let's just let our folks do their thing. There is a 5-headed Hydra below us that is corroded, so let's just attack it. I'm going to start walking around. Okay. I just don't want to get adjacent to the Hydra here. Can I not move? Oh, I'm restricted. I'm still going to back up. Okay, great. We killed the 27-headed Hydra. Legion worked. Legion worked very well. Shambling Mangrove. Yeah, I can fire through my guys. Kill the Swamp Dragon. I think the Shambling Mangrove is not long for this world. Although our Legion ran out. So, okay. Now let's go back to these stairs. Heal up. All right, so this is definitely the last forest swamp since we found that 27-headed Hydra skeleton was kind of like the big bad guarding the rune. The rune is going to be in here. So that was great. Happy with how that went. Legion is great. That was fine. Thorn Hunter. Can I get you both? I can. Keep going. Okay. Now run back. Because I don't love our hit points. I'm going to bring up the 5-headed Hydra and just smash it. I think this is okay. Okay. Great. Auto explore. Okay, Aqua plant, not a big deal. We'll deal with that soon. Actually, I have our corrosion on. Not that I Yeah, I have our corrosion on. Hold on. I'm just going to go here and use Unleash Destruction. Yeah, easy. Unleash Destruction is great. We're going to use it. I don't need to be facing two at once. No reason to put ourselves through that. Okay. We're a little corroded. It's fine. Swamp Dragon. Also fine. We pick up the Decaying Rune and feel its power. All right, our first rune, the Decaying Rune of Zot. Wonderful. Bunya. And we did get to use Legion doing it. I feel really good about that. I love that we're a champion of chaos now. You're fine. Swamp Worm. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess we missed with our first two unleashes. It's just so easy to do Unleash Destruction because the range is line of sight, which is pretty amazing. So if someone's far away from you, you're going to be able to really pretty much kill them before they get to you. It will, you know, knowing, and there's a Scarf of Repulsion, which we're not going to pick up. No, you know, you have to be prepared that you won't have, you know, you'll have like half your hit points by the time they're dead, but as long as you're comfortable with that, pretty great. That's probably gonna help. That's probably how we're gonna die. Is unleashing destruction until we lose a bunch of hit points, and then suddenly coming across an enemy that we didn't realize was there. Okay, with our first rune done, the next stop is Snake. So we're gonna go to Snake, the top of Snake. We're just gonna go to the entrance here. Let's check our money, actually. 651 gold. Not enough to buy a manual of evocations, which I think is the next thing I would like to really save up for. Yeah. We can probably drop enchant armor. I'm just gonna... No, don't actually. Drop enchant armor. And don't pick them up for now. Once we decide what our end-game armor is going to be, we can start using those. All right, we have our poison. We don't need flight. The question is, would we rather have Ring of Protection or Ring of Slaying? Let's try Slaying on for a bit. You know, we were just pretty comfortable in Swamp without protection. We still have the Amulet of Evasion. Let's see how we do here. All right, this entrance seems okay so far. Entrances can be very scary because you only have the 1 point of egress. And but if we did come across a scary entrance, I mean, Legion would have been pretty great for that. Wand of Digging. I do have our poison, right? Yeah, okay. You're fine. Let's come up here and use the Wand of Flame on you. No problem. We have RF. And this should work really well on you. It does. This being, you know, Unleash Destruction. I didn't even look at your trident. It's a heavy trident. It's fine. Got the digging charges. 8 digging charges. Pretty nice. Now we could probably use digging a little more freely if we decide that's a good idea. The sharpshooter won't get close to us. Naga are slow, though, so we can't just run away. Yeah, like come over. Yeah, and make you come to us. Perfect. Now, when there's only one exit, I do like to maybe go down early so that we can get, you know, just have some... We can stair dance if we need to. We can put on flight if we need to in this water, but I think we're okay. We haven't seen any... No, we have seen downstairs. Yeah, there's one downstairs that's not a hatch, right? Okay. I should have probably explored there a little bit. It's not too late. Let's start heading over that way, but maybe from a different route. Mana Viper, we don't care about much because we don't use our mana, but I am curious. Bornier's is at 34%. Let's try it. Our first Bornier's. You can see how much damage it did. Not much. I figure since it's going to drain our magic anyway, let's use some magic on it. Invocation's level 20. Okay. There's a Ring of Wizardry. Let's go down this staircase. Nice. I'm not going to go up that hatch because it could bring us somewhere we haven't seen yet. There's no reason to go up a hatch in a rune vault anyway. Uh-oh. A malevolent force fills the snake pit. All right, we dropped one floor, better than two, and we know where there are a couple of upstairs already. Good thing we went down. This isn't great, though. How not great is it? I'm going to back up, and I am going to Legion. I will maybe unleash destruction a little bit. I want to get down to the stairs. It kind of feels like we're marked, even though we're not. Alright, this is much better. We might as well wait a little bit. Okay, Legion... no, Legion didn't run out. We might as well take advantage of it. Great. Let's go back up. Something hitting me? No. I think it's just, that's my blood when I use Unleash Destruction. It just really makes us... I'm going to back up a bit now, because we've lost quite a bit of hit points. Good. Shortbow flaming. Yeah, you come up here. Auto explore. Done. All right, Snake Pit 1. Not super problematic for us. How are we doing on money? 736. A decent amount there. Let's start looking down. All right, that was really the only other staircase to look down. Nice. Another curing. Oh, I do have to tell you something. Someone left a comment, and boy, I should credit this person. Let me just really quickly look who left the comment. View all comments. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Okay. Not that I haven't responded to. Okay. Pigs in a Blankie commented on my last video, I think, and let me know that, you know, I think saw me in a recent episode, in the last episode, I think, when we were I don't know if it was the last episode, actually, but at one point we were confused. I think it was because of the orange brain. And I drank a potion of cancellation because we were in trouble and I couldn't be, I didn't want to be confused in that situation. So I expended the very valuable potion of cancellation, which we still have 2 more. And Pigs in a Blankie commented and said, hey, don't you know that you can use a potion of curing to cure confusion? And I did not know that. So thank you. Thank you again, Pigs in a Blankie. If we look at the description for curing, I never realized. I guess it's just the kind of thing that, like, it's a very basic potion. And I've seen, people play the game, and by the time I felt like past the beginning stages, like, well, I know what the potion of curing does. It cures poison and a small amount of health. I knew those things. And I just thought that was its function. It cures poison. And I never really thought about it much after that. But it's so much more valuable than I realized, because it also cures confusion, which can also be really, really profoundly valuable in the early game when you're fighting orc wizards and Sigmund can like those, when they confuse you in the early game, that can be a death sentence. And now that I know you can cure it with a potion of curing, that's a lot better. So thank you. I mean, even in the like mid-late game, like confusion, depending on your character, like confusion can you lose all of your shield. If you, all right, let's get back out of here. If you are using a shield and you're confused, you lose all of that. It's these things are dealing a decent amount of damage. And I'm not sure how much 4 extra, like the ring of protection from healing. Protection from healing, what's the wrong with me? Ring of protection would help. Because some of it, I'm sure, is magic damage, and I'm not paying close enough attention to look at the source of that damage. Like, that was a bolt of poison. Or you're dead. What's in the shop? Potions of curing. Mutation. I'll mark the mutation. I'll mark the resistance, too. That's it. Okay. Cool. How's Bjorner's? Bornier's. Hasn't really moved. Oh, we should put in a cut, I'm realizing. Let's get through this floor. Should we get through the floor? Or should we just put in a cut, actually? Oh! Alright, with invocations, with all of our skills at our target, that happened fast. I am going to turn back on shields. I'm gonna focus shields, and I'm gonna turn armor back on and fighting back on. We will train more invocations, and we may do more magic too. Well, that's why our magic wasn't being our Bornier's wasn't getting better, because we weren't training any more spellcasting or spellcasting skills. Let's set targets. Fighting. Let's get to we're at 16. I don't want it to get higher than invocations. Let's just set it to 18 for now. Armor, we can definitely set to like 15 to start. Shields, 18 to start. It's a start. And then we'll see if we want to turn invocations back on. I would maybe consider evocations if those books didn't exist. I think we're going to save training that for when we get those books. And that's good. All right, let me kill this creature. And then, yeah, I think with that skill transition is a good place to put in a cut. I enjoyed playing with you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.